Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. My name is Joy. Now I got up sick this morning. Sick to my damn stomach. Now I wasn't sick from the flu or you know what, but instead sick of Barack Obama and the dummies who keep caping for him. So this morning when I woke up and I got on Twitter, checking out what's going on in the world, it's like reading the news for me. I immediately saw some tomfoolery happening on the timeline. And unfortunately, because of the cultish worship of Obama, and to be honest, Trump's diehards, they pale in comparison to the Black Boule and the neoliberals who are still entranced for some reason by having a first black president or a Democratic president after Bush and before Trump. Now, John Wesley on Twitter, who calls himself a blurred, posted this. Since when did hating Obama become the new cool? I don't understand the left at all. As if some person who is defending Obama isn't part of the left. He's talking like as if he's in third person. So let me say first, this video isn't solely about this tweet. But I will say, aside from that the continuous Obama worship that I see in this tweet, saying that holding Obama accountable is somehow hating on him. This has been especially bad since he started on this most recent book tour. And I do believe this is like Obama's third or fourth book tour. Because this definitely ain't his first book. He's been publishing books since he was a senator. Thinking about running for president. And don't forget, and I hope you notice how he conveniently waited till after the election, when he wouldn't have to answer any hard questions about the election, about why we should vote for Biden over Trump, who he endorsed Biden. Notice how this book tour only comes after that. Conveniently right after. I mean, Trump hasn't even really conceded yet. So he does this book tour where all this, this new press is coming from right after the election. Only time since he's been president that I can recall that he's done one-on-one public appearances and interviews. Otherwise, he's been silent. He maybe does Michelle's podcast, and then he came out caping for Biden after he slid behind the scenes of the primaries, asking Pete to leave and asking Warren to leave and get out. So this isn't just about the tweet. Obama has been wilding out here on this press circuit since he started it weeks ago. On one occasion during the press tour, he was asked why black men voted 20% for Trump. I think it was maybe 18%, but let's round it up to 20. And Barack's response was, quote, a lot of rap videos are using the same measures of what it means to be successful as Donald Trump is, end quote. So this is a full article I'm going to try to read here. I think this is from Vox maybe, but he originally said this in The Atlantic. So ahead of the November 17th release of his memoir, Promised Land, Barack Obama chatted with The Atlantic about the 2020 election and the state of American politics, among other topics. While discussing populism in the country's political fabric, the former president brought up Trump's increase in support among black male voters, implying that the luxurious nature of rap could be a factor. Quote, people are writing about the fact that Trump increased his support among black men. This is in the 2020 presidential election, and the occasional rapper who supported Trump, end quote. Wayne explicitly came out and said he supported Trump. 50 explicitly came out and said he supported Trump. But I feel like also here Barack is referring to Ice Cube, who did not say he supported Trump, but did talk to the Trump team about his contract with Black America. So Obama's throwing all kinds of shade here. Occasional rapper, by the way, not the biggest names in rap music. So it, quote, goes on to say, quote, I have to remind myself that if you listen to rap music, and this is what Obama's saying, it's all about the bling, the women, the money, he continued. A lot of rap videos are using the same measures of what it means to be successful as Donald Trump is. I said that word. Everything is gold plated. That insinuates itself and seeps into the culture. So what Barack is telling us is black men are not self-fulfilling, that they can't possibly have done the research and realize that Biden is one of the evils. Could I say the lesser of two evils? That's debatable. But I'm not gonna. This isn't a Biden video, so I'm not gonna go down the long list of why black men wouldn't want to vote for Trump. But aside from that, Obama is saying here the music made them do it. The music made them vote for Trump. I have to say this here that if Obama was any other person, if he was not a former president of the United States, if he was a white man, if he was a Hispanic person, then he would be called all kinds of racist, all kinds of condescending. But because he's Obama, it's kind of just glossed over. In an Axios interview during his press tour, Obama also addressed why President Trump gained support among young black men this election cycle. So he talked about it in Atlanta, then talked about it again in Axios. He said, quote, "I think men generally are more susceptible to public figures who act tough, try to project a stereotypical macho style. I don't think black men are immune to that any more than white or Hispanic men are," end quote. Folks, how many times are we going to let Obama talk down to and chastise black men for just living without calling him out on it? Everything that he does, Obama, says to me that he doesn't think black men, especially ADOS men, are worth a damn. That again, they can't be self-fulfilling. That they don't have their own ambitions and goals. Instead of investing in the ADOS community when he was president by demanding a reparations program, Obama's doing this chastisement again, starting My Brother's Keeper instead, as if Obama himself is the sole arbiter of who and what black men should be. So instead of doing the repair of 400 years of oppression and racism and white supremacy that we saw in the United States, Obama said, you know what? These Negroes gonna do right no matter what. And if I have to be over their shoulder the whole time, so be it. Or what about when he went to Flint and told the majority black city residents that the water wasn't so bad? This is after he mockingly took a sip from a glass of what he told us was the city's water. As if the lead poisoning them for generations wasn't so bad because Obama came there on a marketing junker. That's two right there of a reason why I don't see it for Obama. But remember when he was talking to a soaking wet cohort of graduating Morehouse men. More condescension of black men, black people. He tells them that despite 400 years of oppression and racism in America that their ancestors have endured, that no one will want to hear their excuses for not succeeding. I wonder how many men in that audience that Obama was talking to lived the same privileged life Obama did growing up. Did they surf in Hawaii, inherit $500,000, fly across the world every summer, go from elite school to elite school to elite school? The other part of the Axios interview that Obama did, he tries to shut down the entire police reform movement, calling Defund the Police nothing more than a snappy slogan. So again, I want you to realize that Obama's finally decided he wants to come out and do one-on-one interviews, primarily to sell his book. But while he's at it, he's also telling us what a bunch of dummies we are, and we don't know what we're doing. How can that be so when Biden actually won? I didn't vote for him, but he did win. And police are actually being defunded. This is exactly what Obama said. He said, quote, "I guess you can use a snappy slogan like defund the police, but you lost the big audience the minute you say it, which makes it a lot less likely that you're actually going to get the changes you want done." Again, as I said, you know, I've seen at least 10 major cities across the United States actually start to reduce police budgets. So it's not just a snappy slogan. Aside from that, who is Obama to try and denounce a catchy slogan? Obama's whole career has been a catchy slogan. His whole 08 campaign was a catchy slogan. Hope and change, hope and change. Because all it ended up being was a slogan. And then he goes on, how do you disavow something that actually worked? That's my biggest thing here. Again, Biden actually got elected, and it was the left that used that slogan. Cori Bush, who was defund the police, actually got elected. That's as a result of action this summer. Community organizing you said you came from. And action for years, if not decades, if not centuries. A lot has yet to be done. That being said, yet Obama denounces the slogan, a slogan that came out of community organizing. The same kind of organizing he supposedly grew as a politician out of. At this point, I honestly believe Obama he faked being a community organizer. There's no way. Because he has done everything since supposedly being a community organizer to prohibit any type of grassroots organizing. Now, I can't fully say he didn't do any organizing at all as president. He definitely organized a bailout for big banks. Banks, instead of trying to give any kind of stimulus to people. Bush gave a stimulus, Trump gave a stimulus. And yet Obama, hope and change, only empowered the banks. Obama definitely organized American troops to go into half a dozen new countries that we weren't in before. Libya, which some people might say is the reason Hillary Clinton ended up not getting elected at all. All that shit in Libya doomed her, but Obama gets to just roll by in his parade of a presidency. Got involved in Syria too. But folks want to question why the average American doesn't see Obama as any different than the presidents that came before him. Imperialist presidents who only want to help poor people when it comes to platforms, not actual policy. Presidents who don't do anything for just black people, let alone ADOS. I like this tweet here that said, Obama came to us as a community organizer. Is now living in a 48-acre Martha's Vineyard mansion and worth $100+ million, while leaving America worse off and constantly selling out the people to corporations. Ain't that it in a nutshell? Y'all let Obama perpetuate this poor first-gen kid story, this first black president who can't possibly be racist story, this community organizer story, and none of it's true. All of it's a farce. How you end up with $100 million net worth and a $12 million mansion, and you ain't been nothing but a community organizer, a lawyer, and the president? Sorry you were a senator too, but that probably makes it worse. Because what's the salary there? $100K a year? The only redeeming part about any of this story is that ADOS, I would say the far left too, and young voters in particular aren't buying this Obama grift anymore. It's not hail to the chief. We see through this shit. We see through your slogan, Obama. And this is another reason why you only see Obama coming out when he needs to sell something. He knew he fucked up as president. And when history looks back on Obama's presidency, folks then will see what we see now. They'll see what we see now. That Obama was a failed president. He was a puppet. Another man in a long line of presidents who forgot about the people-led movements that this country was founded on. People founded this country. Not political figures. Not politicians. Not the papacy. Not the palace. Obama forgot. Maybe he never knew about the black people and the ADOS people who built this country. And it's a damn shame, but nobody should be surprised that he did, if you actually know who Obama is. But that's what I got. Let me know if you're still Team Obama. Were you ever Team Obama? Maybe tell me, how does Obama's presidency actually stack up to Trump's now that both terms are over? And yes, Trump, you did lose. Sorry to tell you, you lost. But boy. Tell me what you think by leaving a comment below. Leave the comments. That's my favorite part of making these videos, is coming back and seeing what people actually wrote down there. Just leave a quick, hey, I like it, I don't like it, yay or nay. And then don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you know when I'm releasing all the new videos. And I will talk to you next time. Bye.